Hello, my name is Jack Northcutt with team number 10, Project 19, the solar system designer. Um, we had just completed Sprint 9 on Tuesday and started into Sprint 10 on Wednesday. Um, so, mostly what I'll be showing you is Sprint 10. Sprint 9. Sprint 9 was a 3-week sprint, so we have that week of spring break that kind of messed up our burn down chart because it was a week of doing nothing, and then back on track towards the end. Let me just go ahead and close that so I can show you our Sprint 9. We actually got quite a bit done on our project, which is probably one of our most productive sprints because it overall brought all the separate components of the project together. So, like other videos in the past, I've shown you I was showing you a bunch of different branches combined in a video, and now I'm just going to show you one branch which contains everything that we've done. So just walk you through a couple things. WebGL, basically when we build our project and move it over to the CAPI interface, our planets were kind of blurry. The scaling was off, so we just did some research and being a quick resolution fix for that. Camera controls, the way our camera controls were set up were not very intuitive according to our sponsor, and he wanted more of an orbit around the body. So we implemented functionality that will orbit around a body instead of from left and right and up and down, weird pans and stuff. UI insert object enhancements, basically when you want to insert a new body into the simulator. We wanted it more intuitive, like in AU, and just more intuitive for the user. And so we made improvements to that based on sponsor feedback. And CAPI updates right here is just has to do with just enhancing the interface between the CAPI API. And then physics updates, we had to add a way for the bodies to calculate their own initial velocity and have that work correctly, and we're able to accomplish that. And then finally, collision control, we wanted to detect collisions and explode the planets if they hit. And then DX organization was just a user story so that we could organize our file structures better. I'll jump right into our Unity here. And this right here is two planets right on top of each other to show the explosion. It's not perfected yet, but we do have some base model going. So if I were to hit play and let it load here, and then hit play here, and you can see they kind of exploded and disappeared while this planet still orbits. And now we can have this cool new way of viewing planets and zooming in and out, orbiting around a central body. In this next sprint, we're actually doing it so we can select which body we want to show. And we changed up the create body screen. Now it has it took out a lot of useless information we had before. Now we can select, hey, are we creating an Earth or a Sun or what? And we can just give it a bogus name for now, just so I can show you that it what it does right now. Let's see, we'll just do. Let's do some random mass and insert planet at position 9. We're still working out the firing details, but you can see now we've got a planet that entered this planet's orbit. And it's able to maintain an orbit because of the initial velocity calculations made by the physics. So yeah, a lot of stuff has come through this branch. We could even reset and get our planets back to a starting position and add more planets and such. And then if we also create a larger planet now, let's say, and then we'll call it something else and enter it at 10. Now it looks a little funny now because our camera is following the sun right now, so it looks like everything is orbiting the sun, but really it is orbiting that new planet we just put in, which is going out into space because we don't have the camera following it just yet. So I could slow this down. But yeah, so a lot of new improvements this one. So for the sprint, main objective was to fix some of the sponsor issues he had, which was the UI and the initial velocity calculation, which were his main problems. And we showed him this build of the from our end of the sprint, and he was really happy with the changes. So overall, I think we definitely met our goal this sprint, and this next sprint we should be close to wrapping up the project. Thank you.